Hello and what is going on, guys? It's your boy Miguel here with Miguel EDC, back at you with another review video. Today we're going to be looking at this guy, the Civivi Ortis. And yeah, this is a nice, very useful budget daily EDC, as you'll probably learn throughout the video. And by the way, throughout the entire video, any links for any products that are mentioned or that you see on the screen, those are all going to be linked down below in the description, so you can check them out. Those affiliate links do help out the channel, but that is at no extra cost to you, right? So keep that in mind. Without further ado, boom, look at that opening action right there. Let's do that again. Bam, that is nice. So it is a flipper open. That is definitely one option to open this guy. If you want to do it that way for whatever reason, I'm not sure why, but if you're trying to do some cool tricks with your knife, right, that is one cool way to open it up. Now this is an interesting one because during the unboxing, I failed the reverse flick quite a number of times. But I want to say I've gotten a little bit better. Let me not jinx myself, but yeah, I definitely got a lot better. And yeah, once you kind of break it in a little bit, yeah, that reverse flick, especially with this hole right here opening in the blade, that is super addicting, right? Kind of gives you spider cove eyes for sure, because you can, oh, there it is, I failed it, because you can open it that way, right? That being said, what do we have for the blade? So we have a satin finish. This is a 9CR 18 MOV, and I'm learning more and more about blades as time goes on. So this is you know, a very budget friendly type of blade, kind of like a tier under D2, if you're familiar with D2. The Civivi Elementum, which is a very comparable knife, right? We're going to be comparing it to the Civivi Elementum here in a little bit. That one comes in D2. This guy again comes in 9CR 18 MOV in the satin finish. I like the shape, right? If that doesn't look like a nice sexy blade shape right there, I'm not sure what is, because it gets really slicey with this huge grind, right? It gets super slicey towards the tip. Right, let's get some overall measurements here on this guy. So let's see, what do we have here? Overall length on the Ortis, we're looking at around 7.5, guys. 7.5 inches overall length. So that puts the blade is actually 3 inches. So just like the Civivi Elementum, the blade is only 3 inches. So everything else, I think the handle is about 4 3/4. Also have with this guy, which I don't think I mentioned yet, you have somewhat of a forward choil here. So if you wanted to, I feel like this one's a little bit more friendly towards that. So you want to be very careful there, make sure you don't cut your finger. But yeah, overall it's just a half inch longer than the Elementum, and the blade is the exact same, at least the cutting edge. So cutting edge is going to be 3 inches, whereas let's say the overall blade length will be more like 3.5. So that's probably where the half comes from, right? That's probably where the extra half length comes from. Let's see what it looks like compared to some other knives. So I will actually do the Elementum since we already have it here, so it's a little bit longer than the Elementum, of course. We also reviewed the Corrosion leak in the channel if you haven't seen that. All these knives are going to be somewhere in the middle to smaller size range, if you will, and so very comparable to the Elementum. The Corrosion leak PM2 is gonna warp this guy for sure, right? It's a much bigger knife compared to the Para 3. That's a smaller brother to the PM2. Very close, right? Very close in size. I want to say maybe by a hair, right? Maybe by a hair, the Para 3 might be a little bit shorter than the Ortis. Compared to also the Demko brothers. So we have the Shark's Foot Demko AD 20.5, the Clip Point Demko AD 20.5, and as you can see, yeah, it's probably maybe around the same size, if not by maybe 1/4 inch or so. Very comparable in size to the Demkos, the AD 20.5s. What do we have here for some Sencut? By the way, these are all subsidiaries of We Knife. So We Knife is the, I guess, more expensive brand. Then Civivi is somewhere in the middle, and Sencut is the more budget version. This one is the Sencut Saxi, right there. So very comparable to the Saxi, though the Saxi is a little bit longer. You know, it's still quite shorter than the Crawley, the Sencut Crawley right here. So that gives you an idea. Both of these are button locked, so they have a lot of different opening mechanisms, so they have that going for them. By the way, I'm EDCing these guys right now, so be on the lookout for the review video on both the Crawley and Saxi from Sencut. By the way, really quick, it is a liner lock, so the liner right here is all black, by the way. This is what's holding the blade open. You slide this guy to the left and it allows the blade to close. So that is a liner lock right there. There are scales, so the scales on this guy are going to be FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon on this guy. So unlike the, let's say, G10 on the Civivi Elementum, nice grippy G10, FRN it's considered a little bit more budget option to G10. The G10 is considered a little bit more premium compared to FRN. It gives you a little bit more of a grippy material. They both kind of feel plastic, but more so the FRN than the G10. But yeah, a little bit more grip on the G10, like the Elementum here. FRN, you know, I feel like as long as you get a good grip on it, it shouldn't be slippery in any way, but that's just something to keep in mind there. One thing that I feel Civivi does great is the pocket clip. Pocket clip right there is nice and deep carry, which is very, very nice, right? Same deal here on the Elementum. So they kind of have that going right there. If you don't see a recurring theme right there, I'll point it out to you. The pocket clip is pretty much the same. So they kind of borrow some, you know, parts from their parts bins, I guess, and put it on different knives, but that helps with, you know, coming up with so many knife designs and what have you. And it's a great pocket clip, so why reinvent the wheel? Carry profile here against the PM2. PM2, very comparable, by the way. PM2 being just a hair thicker. Same deal here with the Para 3. Again, very, very comparable. What about the Demcos? These might be a little bit, I don't know, you guys be the judge of that. It looks like the Demco 80 20.5 might be a little bit thinner. Y'all let me know in the comments. That's definitely what it looks like on my end. The Saxy, like Saxy is thicker, no doubt about that. And the Senko Crawley, that's gonna be thicker as well. Quick side profile here, right? Let me find the best angle. Boom, there it is, compared to the Para 3, PM2, obviously Spider Coat, as you probably already know, they're gonna take a little bit more room in your pocket. I feel like the Civivi Ortis is still pretty on the slim side, so to speak. Next to the Demco brothers right here, the Demcos are still gonna take a little bit more room width-wise in your pocket. As far as the length, that's pretty much spot on when they're all folded. Checking the Sencut cousins here, very similar to the Crawley as far as the width goes, whereas the Saxy is always gonna be a little bit thicker because of the kind of blade that you're dealing with. And last but not least, of course, going back to the Elementum, there it is, Elementum and the Corrosion. All of these are going to be very, very comparable as far as the length, as far as the width, as far as how thick they are, like very, very comparable. And the great thing about this guy is even more affordable than the Elementum. This guy is the ultra budget option here. I think it comes in around the $30 to $35 ballpark. Check out the links in the description. Again, those are affiliate links. They help out the channel. Totally up to you. But yeah, can't go wrong with this guy because the price. I mean, you have a little bit lower tier than D2 with that 9CR 18 MOV, and you are getting FRN scales versus G10. But I mean, once you overcome that, you got the flipper, and then you also have this right here, which the Elementum does not have, and you can reverse flick this knife all day, every day. You might fail from time to time, but that's okay. It's part of the learning process, right? We've all been there, but yeah, this thing is amazing. Not to mention that blade shape. It is so attractive, at least in my opinion. Here, let's do a blade stock thickness. Let's see what we're dealing with. On the thicker end, we have around 0.11 inches. That's how thick the thicker portion is. On the skinnier end, I want to say 0.1. So yeah, it also drops to a very, very narrow and very pointy end for sure. Kind of wish there was some jimping right here like the Elementum does, right? Elementum has some good jimping going on right there. Kind of wish they had done that on the Ortis. You can see there's no jimping of any kind. So that was a missed opportunity right there. I mean, I feel like I can see why. Yeah, I can see why. So the Ortis, because it has this opening right here, putting some jimping here would only make this hole or this section here weaker. So that's the reason why you're not getting any jimping going on right there. Just had to think that through for a second. If I was a knife designer, why would I not put any jimping on the knife? Okay, it makes sense. Right, this is already skinny as it is, right? Imagine making that any skinnier than that, or making the hole opening any narrower than it already is. It will make the reverse flick a lot harder to do. Quick weight on this guy, what do we have? Let's see if it compares to the Elementum. So 2.9. I feel like Civivi, I feel like that's a good weight for the budget knives, right? Again, going back to the Elementum here, Elementum was also 2.9, right? Let's see, was I wrong? 2.8, very close, 2.8. One last time, let's check the Ortis. Yes, 2.9 right there. That is 2.9 ounces. Let's do a hardware check, guys. And by the way, my tools are very affordable. You can find them in the description. This is part of a Strabito set. You get lots and lots of different drill bits, right, for the price. And this is just one of the sleeves from the inside. And so check that out if you're looking for a good budget and reliable tool set. Let me take a wild guess on this guy. I want to say it looks like T7 here. And I want to say the pivot for some reason looks a little bit smaller color. I'm not sure why, but yeah, let's test it out. I grab my T7 bit here. So the frame is going to be, frame screws are going to be T7. It's going to be T7 for the pivot as well. All right, so this guy got T7 going on all around, even the pocket clip. All right, there we go. The pocket clip might be T6. T6 on the pocket clip, and we have T7 on the rest of the frame, as well as the pivot screw also. I went ahead and got it in blue because I don't have any other blue knives at the moment. Can you open it with your thumb? I want to say, yeah, that's not opening with the thumb at all. At least not for me. Maybe it does for you. Bruh. And as far as the inside, it is pretty milled, right? Take a look right there. And you have a kind of a nice FRN also back spacer right here. As far as a lanyard hole, there isn't one, but you still can attach some sort of lanyard here if you want with this kind of section back here. It allows you to loop something around it. As far as the blade alignment goes, you guys be the judge of that. Look at that thing smack in the middle. I don't think there are any concerns right there as far as, you know, issues with alignment. This one is also running on, yeah, this one has ball bearings. You can see the ball bearings. I'm not sure if I can get a good angle, but it does have ball bearings. I want to say, guys, if you are looking to gift a knife to a friend, if you are looking for a first knife to start, right, your EDC journey, this is a perfect knife to start with. A lot more affordable than the Elementum. Again, the Elementum is more on the $50 to $55 range. The Ortis is more on the $30 to $35 range. So you're saving about 20 bucks. If you just want to get into the hobby, you're trying to save some money, you're scraping some quarters together, the Ortis is definitely going to be the one to get. It gives you everything the Elementum gives you and even more, right? The fact that you can reverse flick it is one thing you can do with the Elementum. It's also pretty nice that you have multiple deployment options aside from just the flipper on the Elementum. You're getting a little bit of a lower, I guess, lesser steel, if anything, more budget steel, still more than capable, still be able to do all your daily cuts and all of your EDC needs for sure. And then, you know, if you're first getting started and you know you don't really care about G10 versus FRN, I feel like this FRN is it's gonna be just fine. It's gonna be just fine, right? And as you get into the hobby a little bit more, you might, you know, want to get something G10, experience that for what it is. But I feel like there is quite a bargain right here with this FRN combination, 9CR18 MOV steel and satin finish on this nice and very sexy, attractive looking knife right here. Again, when I first got into the hobby, the Ortis was one of those knives that I was eyeing from the very beginning. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this knife. I'm gonna get this knife at some point. I definitely want this knife, and been using this guy daily. I want to say there is no task, big or small, that this guy hasn't been able to successfully work its way through. It's very light, also doesn't take that much room in the pocket whatsoever, and that just makes it a very budget friendly EDC tool. So if you're thinking about getting this for yourself, definitely give it a go. You can always return it if you buy it off of Amazon, even all the other knife retailers too, right? So you can never go wrong. If you get a knife and you don't like it, you can always return it, but I highly doubt that you're not gonna like this guy. I feel like for the price, it is a very nice knife to own, a very nice knife to EDC. It works great as a primary knife. It also works great as a secondary knife. If you are carrying, let's say, something more expensive like a Spyderco or a Demco knife or what have you, this will make a great secondary to carry as well. So I hope you all have enjoyed the video today talking about the Civivi Ortis. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know anything in particular you want to know about this knife, and I can answer your comments down below. I do plan on checking the comments to answer any questions that you guys may have. And yeah, anything you want to see on future videos, leave me some feedback, right? If I miss anything, if I didn't do something you wanted to see, or something you would want me to start doing going forward during these knife reviews, definitely let me know, guys. By the way, the next video that I'll be reviewing is going to be this Flisa folding knife. This one is also a beauty to flip open right here with the axis lock, and it just opens and closes so well. There'll be a card for that video right here on the screen, so if you want to go ahead and check that next, go ahead and do that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.